You write me, Booker at bookerlawfirm.com. Your question ends up on the show. Bring you to the court of my public opinion. We're not going to look at this as legal advice because I don't represent you and I may not have all of the facts that I need. However, I'm going to do the best job that I can with what I have. Without further ado, let's get it crack-a-lacking. What's up? Court is now in session, honey. It's your favorite attorney. You already know what time it is. Okay. I've been taking care of my son since birth. He is 6 months old. The mother's active military duty. I had him at my house from January to July. I agreed to let her always come down and see him and let him go to her house whenever she's off work. Once our personal relationship failed, she became bitter. On July the 11th, I agreed to take my son to the halfway mark so he can spend time with the mom. I have not seen my son since. It's been a month now. She has a previous child who she just lost the custody battle for the same day she went and filed a SAPSR on me in the wrong county. My lawyer filed a motion to transfer, and both lawyers agreed that it should be here in Houston. So I'm wondering, how does her restrictive gatekeeping my son from me play out at our temporary orders hearing? Also, she's accused me of child abuse and family violence without any evidence or submitting an affidavit. There have been 0 police reports on it, and all of his doctor's appointments show that he's a healthy baby. What should I expect? Baby, you should expect to get a crazy when you do not check her background. That's what you should expect. Okay? Men, crazy women are charming. They're very charming. And you just were kind of taken advantage of and manipulated. I'm sorry. I hate to say this. And the reason that I say this is because she was already in a custody battle for another child. So it seemed as if you keeping this child was convenient for her. She was using you. You know, you tell me that she's active military, but so are many women in the military, and they keep their child. She had a regular job, so although she's active military, she was not deployed out of the country. She was working probably at a military base, and they do have schools there, daycares, and otherwise, just so that you know. But you agreed to keep the child. It was easy for her to continue her military lifestyle uninterrupted, and so she utilized you for that. Pretty much, sir. That's what it seems like. And even after you all broke up, she used you to keep the child. That's why you're sitting up here looking crazy, because you don't know where this came from. Because she's a manipulator and she planned all this mess out. Once you broke up with her, she started planning. Okay? And I think she started noticing that this was going to end up going the same way her other relationship went. And he was fighting her for the child. And she noticed once the newness wore off and she wasn't so cute to you anymore, you was going to fight her for your child just like her last baby did, and she probably was going to lose just like this one. So before you started it with her, she started it with you. And that's what happened. We can see. We can see, because she seems pretty sneaky to me to go to the wrong county to file something for jurisdiction when she's underneath so many rules as a military individual. She knows the rules of jurisdiction, and she knows why rules operate that way, because that's how she keeps herself in line and lives her life on a daily basis, is underneath rules and restrictions and regulations on who's to be where, how something is to be heard, what orders to follow, and in what order and where. So that there is probably why her attorney agreed that, yeah, it should be in Houston. Because there was no argument. How can you go somewhere and say you don't know something that's going to be a hard pill to swallow? You're going to look not credible. You know the rules of jurisdiction. But she probably took the child, held on to the child for a while, excuse me, trying to use her county as jurisdiction. But she never had the child. Child was with you. But she figured if she filed where she was, it'd make her look better. So I already see the mental game she plays. And she's nothing but a manipulator, sir. I'm sorry you got wrapped up with her. Military probably ain't made it no better. You know what I mean? To be honest. And so, long story short, you should expect to get your son back, I would assume. I can't tell you 100%, but I don't see her getting this child. And then the fact that she just lost custody of another child, we would need to know why she lost custody of that child. That doesn't mean she'll lose custody of yours. But because I need to know how she's going to care for this baby if she couldn't care for the baby at first and gave the baby to you originally. And then only stole the baby from you once she lost the other baby. I'm just really confused with her behavior, and I believe that any court would be confused with her behavior. And that's just kind of how I look at it. I When people accuse you of child abuse or family violence, you kind of just gotta stand there and fight. Um, and at first, it may look like you're not gonna win, but the truth always comes out in the end. Sir, if she has no police reports and she's military, we would like to know, what does she do handling herself? Because if anybody has special tactical training and can put a gun in somebody's face and then withdraw it quicker than Yosemite Sam, it'd be her, not you. So these are the type of things that don't make sense to me as an attorney, knowing her skills and training and seeing that there are no police reports at all. But she is claiming child abuse and family violence. I don't buy it. I believe that she needs to say something strong and long so that she can try to win this custody battle against you, sir. And I'd be asking for a psychological recommend. I'd be asking for a psyche battle. I scare the hell out of her. Cause let me tell you something, sir. I don't know how often, when the last one she had up in the military. But I tell you this, I tell other people. I will tell the people at the courthouse, listen. I don't know what the last psych evaluation came back as. But I feel like I'm dealing with Annabelle or whoever that girl is that breaks out the mental hospitals and goes and tries to marry people and stuff. I feel like I'm dealing with her. And there is a problem. And I need to know what problem she has. Because I have a child by her. And by the way, give me the child, please. And I want a full psychosocial assessment on her. I need to know what the heck's going on. And they'll give you one. If they believe that her, if she's acting weird. Or they'll just kind of take the child from her and she knows if she needs to get it back or she wants to prove herself to be better, off, or to try to prove her case, she may have to get an eval and may not want one to concede. There are ways courts have to flush things out. So you just stand there, sir, and you fight. Because I am pretty sure this is going to work in your favor. Don't you worry about this mess. Next case. Women be trying it. Y'all are crazy.